Hey guys, today I'm going to be reviewing this Black Max 2-cycle blower and vacuum that I got from Walmart. I'm going to be trying something a little bit different for me. I got a point of view camera and I'm just going to be trying this, and tell me what you think in the comments below. It does feel a little bit plasticky, but that is normal for this price range of lawn product. Has a quick release carburetor and air filter cover, which is nice because sometimes you need tools, and this one you can just get at it real quick. Comes with some 2-cycle oil to mix up some gas and everything else you need to run it. It goes together for the blower part relatively easy, just push on and twist. Has the standard start procedure of push the bulb 8 to 10 times, pull 6 times, move the choke, pull another 6 times, and it starts up. It actually started up relatively easily through this process. It has a little lever on the side that allows you to kind of choose the power of the blower, and it kind of holds it there so you don't have to hold on to the trigger the whole time, which is nice if you're trying to get at an angle or something. It has decent power actually. The specs say it has up to 400 cubic feet a minute. This is not as powerful as an electric one that I have, but it's definitely a lot more convenient. I actually find myself, for convenience sake, grabbing this one more often these days than the electric one I had, just because I can grab it, start it right up, and get what I need to get done, and I don't have to run 100 feet of cord to get it going. But as you can see, it does the work. These are damp pine needles and branches, and if you know anything about damp pine needles, they don't blow super easy, so it's got some power to it. Actually check to see if there was anywhere you're going to get burned on this thing accidentally, but it doesn't feel like it. It feels like they have it pretty protected all around. And another nice thing is how they have it set out is it sits flat on the ground, so you can set it down without it falling over. To put on the vacuum part, it's a little bit more complicated, and you got to use a flathead screwdriver to move some tabs and screw some things in and whatnot. I will say, if you're a complete moron, this part of it is not for you. I was reading some of the reviews online of this, and some of these people that had issues, even from their own descriptions, it was obvious that they just didn't know how to use their 2 hands. If you're one of those people, just use it for a blower and leave it at that, because this part's a little bit more complicated, turning it into a vacuum. To be fair, it was a bit complicated to figure out how to hold the bag and to use the vacuum, and to be honest, it wasn't very convenient, and so I haven't really used it as a vacuum since I ran this demonstration, or this test here. I changed the color right here so you can kind of see the grass. This is fresh cut grass, and I could move along at a decent pace, and it was picking up most of the grass, and this is not dry grass either, so it doesn't do a bad job. I just wasn't a fan of the setup with how you have to hold the bag and the suction, but it does a decent job. I'm not so sure on the mulching ability with the grass, but I should have probably blew all the leaves together and then used the vacuum. I was just trying to get this filmed here, but it was, I mean, it was getting up the leaves, but I think it would be a lot more efficient just to get yourself a pile and then suck it up. Then I found a little guy here. I always feel bad because these things, when I'm mowing, they just go bouncing away in every different direction. And it did seem to do a little bit better job with the leaves with the mulching. It seems to tear them up quite a bit, so it probably does compact them for you for putting them in a bag. I used a decibel meter to see how loud it is at idle, and at full bore it was around 89 decibels idle and around 105 to 106 full bore.